Page 16. The Rules of Love, Richard Templar, 2008. Part 1. Rules of Finding Love. It's all very well calling this book The Rules of Love, but what if you haven't yet found love? Or maybe you think you might have found it, but you're not sure. Is this new partner really the one? How can you tell, and how should you act while you're deciding? You really want to get it right this time. You don't want to do or say the wrong thing, or expect too much or too little. So while you're looking for the perfect partner, or getting to know the latest possibility, how should you behave and what should you be looking for? Part 1, Rules for Finding Love, should give you the help you need to recognize and keep Mr. or Mrs. Right when you find them. Even if you're already settled in a relationship, you might want to take a look. It's possible that you'll be reminded of why you got together in the first place, and it might shed some light on how things are now. Plus, when it comes to helping others find love, you'll be in a better place to offer advice when others are heading down the wrong track. Rule 1. Be yourself. Isn't it so tempting to reinvent yourself when you meet somebody new who you really like? You try and be who you think they are looking for? You could become sophisticated, or maybe strong, silent, and mysterious. At the very least, you could stop embarrassing yourself by making jokes at inappropriate moments or being pathetic when dealing with problems. Actually, no, you couldn't. You might manage it for an evening or two, or even a month or two, but it's going to be tough keeping it up forever. And if you think this person is the only you know, then you might be spending the next half-century or so with them. Just imagine, 50 years of pretending to be sophisticated or suppressing your natural sense of humor. That's not going to happen, is it? And would you actually want a lifetime of lurking behind some sham personality you've created? Imagine how that would be, unable ever to let on that this wasn't really you at all, for fear of losing them. Suppose they find out in a few weeks or months or years, when you finally crack. They're not going to be very impressed. Let's be clear. I'm not saying you shouldn't try to turn over the occasional new leaf or improve yourself a bit. We should all be doing it all the time, and not only in our love life. Sure, you can try to be a bit more organized, or less negative. Changing your behavior is all fine and good. This rule is about changing your basic personality. That will not work, and you'll tie yourself in knots trying to do it convincingly. So be you. Might as well get it all out in the open now. If it's not who they're looking for, at least you won't get in too deep before they find out. And you know what? Maybe they don't actually like sophisticated. Perhaps a strong silent types don't do it for them. Maybe they'll love your upfront sense of humor. Perhaps they want to be with someone who needs a bit of looking after. You see, if you fake it, you'll attract someone who belongs with a person that isn't you. And how will that help? Somewhere out there is someone who wants exactly the kind of person you are, complete with all the flaws and failings you come with. And I'll tell you something else, they won't even see them as flaws and failings. They'll see them as part of your unique charm. And they'll be right. Might as well get it all out in the open now. Page 20.